put full forth all your energies to multiple amounts of things, you won't have enough time to get one or two things done. You know, so you can do everything. You just can't do everything at once. How about that? Okay. So if you're one of those people like me who loves getting your hands into all types of things, understand you can do everything. You just can't do everything at once. Okay. So understand that when it comes to creating the life that you want. So one of the questions that was asked was, what happens when you do not have a clear course of action? You know, and this question is facetious, obviously, because we all know that you need a clear course of action in order to create the life that you want. But what this question is, it makes you think of, the ramifications of not having a clear course of action. And the note that I left for myself was, yes, you need to answer this question no matter how obvious it seems, right? You answer to yourself, your answer to yourself will cement in your mind the importance of a course of action and allow you to create that path for your success, right? Sometimes you need a reverse question, right? That you go, oh man, that's obvious, to make you think clearer about the fact that you do not have a clear course of action. And so I tell people all the time, take your time every day, write out what you need to write out for that day, your clear course of action for that day to create the life that you want. It is mandatory that you do it, right? It is mandatory. Each day you should have 1 to 3 things that you have to do in order to achieve something that you want to achieve for that day. Now, that thing that you achieve for that day should be linked to a goal that you have for that week. And that goal that you have for that week should be linked to the month, as well as the year, as well as 5 years, right? You should be able to reverse engineer where you want to be in 5 years. I would suggest you go take it down to 3 years, but because the world is changing so rapidly these days, you can't stretch it out that far because you don't know where you're going to be in 5 years. But I suggest, do you reverse engineer where you want to be in 3 years, financially, health, relationship-wise, business-wise, okay? And know that 100%, and make sure you set up everything in those 4 categories in order to create the life that you want. Reverse engineer it all the way down to the day. What must I do today for my health? For me, it is spin bike daily, right? Spin bike daily, keep that blood flowing and that heart pumping, right? Spin bike is easier on my knees, so later on down the line, I won't be having knee trouble and knee pain, sort of like when I used to run on a regular basis. I won't have that pain. You know, relationship-wise, my relationship, always giving 100%, expecting 0, right? So my expectations from everybody who I'm involved in a relationship with, okay, I don't expect anything from them. I don't expect anything from my wife and from my children, from my friendships, or anything. I'm giving 100%, expecting 0, okay? Because 3 years from now, I want to be fulfilled without looking outward to people to help me fulfill the needs that I have in my life, right? In my business, right? I'm doing coaching, writing books, doing podcasts, daily podcasts, right? Every day in order to grow and scale, to create the business that I want, to have the income that I want, you know? So as I constantly work on those things to create the life that I want, you know, as far as my finances are concerned, constant investments and learning from people who are making the right investments, whether it's in land, whether it's in stocks and securities or real estate or whatever it's in, okay, making the right moves financially so that I can have the money that I need to live the life that I want, to take care of my family where I want to take care of my family. And that is what it's about, guys. It is about having a clear course of action. It is about moving toward being uncomfortable and getting comfortable with it, guys. And it's about constantly doing those reps and sets. Those reps and sets, man, that is probably the least talked about thing when it comes to creating the life that you want. You know, everybody talks about how they achieve this and how they achieve that, and tons of people talk about quick money, man. But I think that the true master masters consistency. So be consistent in everything you do, guys, and create the life that you want, one day at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, whatever it takes, guys. Make it happen. All I ask you to do is, if you fail 10 times, get up 11 times. Keep going, right? This is Lieutenant Sal Blue signing off. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Deuces. That's it, guys. I just wrapped up my podcast. And don't forget, I got that Mentor Manifesto out, and I'm going to be working on my coaching course. That's right. My coaching course is not sure how many modules it's going to be, but it's going to be it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm going to put it together. You guys are going to enjoy it. So I will talk to you guys later, and you guys have a great night. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Top 25 Mistakes, as well as, guys, my podcast on Spotify. And check out the links, man. Check out the links for my Mentor Manifesto, my Top 25 Mistakes, and my audiobook, guys. Putting them all together for you guys to make something really, really good in the future. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a great night.